Today we are solving the MCQs in the IMAT style of the probability chapter. So let's get started. The first question is, a box contains 5 blue balls, 4 green balls and 3 red balls. If 2 balls are drawn at random without replacement, keep this word in mind, without replacement. What is the probability that both balls are blue? So they are asking what are the chances that both balls are true, blue. So firstly we will calculate the total balls. So total balls are 5 blue balls plus 4 green balls plus 3 red balls. After adding these three values, we will get 12, right? So we now calculate the probability of drawing the first blue ball, because in question they are asking what are the chances that both balls. So firstly we will draw the first ball, which is first blue ball, which is also a favorable outcome. So it becomes 5 5 5. So the probability is equal 5 out of 12. This probability is about first ball. This is the probability of first blue ball. Now we will draw the probability of second ball. After drawing the first blue ball, 4 balls remain of the blue, right? Because as you draw the blue ball, after drawing the first blue ball, 4 blue balls remain. So the probability of second ball is 4, because 5 reduced to 4, because 4 is left, and 12 reduced to 11. So this is the probability of second ball, right? Now we will multiply them. If you know the formula of probability, when you need to find the both blue balls without replacement, so we will use the formula probability of both blue balls is equal, we will multiply these the above values, both probabilities, 5 out of 12 multiply by 4 out of 11. When you multiply them, you will get 20 out of 1, 3, 2, right? If you will cut these values after dividing, you will get 5 out of 33, right? Now we will find the answer, 5 out of 33 in option. So the correct answer is B. Now let's move on to the next question. So a 6-sided die is rolled twice. A 6-sided dice is rolled twice. What is the probability of getting a sum of 7? So they are asking what are the chances of getting a sum of 7 when you roll the dice, right? So firstly we will write the possible pairs for a sum of 7. So the possible pairs, which is a favorable outcome, because they are asking chances of getting some, so this is a favorable na? So firstly we will find the possible pairs. Let me erase it. Possible pairs. Firstly we will write possible pairs, PP. Possible pairs are it could be 1 6. When you roll the dice you will get 1 and 6. It could be 2 5. It would be 3 4. It would be 4 3. Or it would be 5 2. And the last pair is 6 1, right? So these are the possible pairs. If you see, total possible pairs are 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. See, the favorable outcome is 6. And if you see the total outcomes, you rolled that dice twice times, which is a 6-sided, so it become, you rolled a dice twice times, so 6 multiplied by 6, or you can say that 6 the square of 6, so you will get the total is 36, right? After applying the formula, probability is equals to f by t, so it becomes 6 out of 36. When you cut these values you will get 1 out of 6. Now we will see which option is correct. So the correct option is B. See, these questions are very easy. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is about a bag contains 4 white balls, 3 black balls and 2 red balls. If a ball is drawn and not replaced, these words, if a ball is drawn and not replaced, so underline these words, followed by a second draw, what is the probability of first drawing a black ball and then a red ball? Firstly we need to find the total. So the total balls are 4 white balls plus 3 black balls plus 2 red balls. So after adding these values it becomes 9. Now we need to find the probability of first drawing a black ball, right? See in the question, first drawing a black ball. So the probability of drawing a black ball first is 3 3 3. So the probability it becomes 3, which is a favorable outcome, and 9, which is a total outcome. This is the probability of black ball, or you can say that first ball, right? Now we will probability of a red ball, or you can say that a second ball. So after drawing a black ball, 8 balls remain, including 2 red balls. So 2 is a favorable outcome. After applying the probability, 2 is a favorable outcome because 8 balls remain, which is a total outcome, and this is the second ball. This is the first ball and this is the second ball. So if you know the formula of probability, so the probability of first ball is, let me write it again, probability of first ball is, I think, 3 out of 9. After cutting it becomes 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3, which is the first ball. I'm writing it again because I didn't cut these values. So the probability of second ball was 2 out of 8. After cutting, it becomes 1 out of 4, which is the second ball, and you can say that a red ball. Second ball. If you apply the formula probability of both balls, you need to multiply these two values. 1 out of 3 multiplied by 1 out of 4, so it becomes 1 out of 12. So you need to check the option, which option is correct, and firstly note down all the steps, right? So the correct answer is A. Now let's move on. Now the next question is, a card is drawn from a standard deck of 52 cards. What is the probability that the card is either a heart or a face card, right? Now let's solve this. So how many hearts? In hearts there are total 13 cards, right? In face cards the total cards are 12, right? And in 12 cards, 3 face cards in each suit. 3 face cards in each suit. Try to remember this in each suit. Okay. Now we need to find the overlap. So if you see in face cards, there are 3 cards in each suit. There is a overlap. So the overlap in face cards are 3. Okay. Now we will apply the formula probability of heart or face is equal 13. If you remember 13 hearts, the 13 cards are in hearts, and the total cards are 52 in the deck of cards game, plus in question they are asking either a heart or a face card. They are asking what are the chances, right? So we will add these values if you remember my previous lecture. So the face cards are 12 out of 52, and if you know when there is a overlap we will minus those cards, so it becomes minus 3 out of 52. After solving this we will get 22 out of 52 after taking the LCM. If you will cut these values, so you will get 11 out of 26. 26. So the correct answer is 11 out of 26. So the correct option is B. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is about three coins are tossed. What is the probability of getting at least two heads? Okay, so firstly we will find the possible outcomes if you toss a coin 3 times. So the possible outcomes are like it would be head, 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 right? The second pair is head, head, tail. The third pair is head, tail, head. The fourth pair is tail, head, head. Fifth pair is head, tail, tail. Next pair is tail, head, tail. The seventh pair is tail, tail, head. And the last pair is tail, tail, tail. So the total possible pairs are 8. If you see, total possible pairs are 8, right? Let me write it. So the possible outcomes is 8, which is a total outcome, right? Now we will find the favorable outcome. Favorable outcome is now we will calculate the favorable outcome. So if you know outcome with at least two heads, you will get head, 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 tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, head, right? So if you see, there are 4 favorable outcomes. So favorable outcomes is equal 4. Now if you know the formula of probability is equals to favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. So favorable outcome is 4 and the total outcome, if you remember, is 8. After cutting these two values together, you will get 1 out of 2. Now we will see which option is correct. A. So if you see, A option is correct, which is 1 out of 2. So the next question is, a spinner has number 1 through 8, right? Through 8. If the spinner is spun twice, what is the probability that the sum of 2 spin is? right? So firstly we will find the possible pairs for a sum of 9. Spin, uh, the, there is a mistake in the question. Spin is 9, right? In the question there is a spin is 9. Okay, so firstly we will find the possible pairs for a sum of 9. So possible pairs are 1 8 2 7 2 7 3 6. Let me write it again. 3 6 4 5 or it would be 5 4 and 6 3 or it would be 7 2 or the last pair is 8 1, right? So these are the possible pairs of sum 9, right? So this is a fable. So if you see, the possible pairs are 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So the possible pairs are 8, which is a favorable outcome. If you see in the question, they are asking what are the chances that the sum of two spin is 9. So this is a favorable outcome. Now we will write the total. The total outcome is 8 multiplied by 8. If you see in the question, said they said the spinner is spun twice. So you can write it like 8 square, the square of 8, or 8 multiplied by 8, so it becomes 64. So if we apply the formula, probability of sum of 9 is equal favorable outcome divided by total outcome. So it becomes 8 out of 64. After cutting these values, you will get 1 out of 8. Now we will see which option is correct. So the correct option is D, 1 out of 8. So the next question is, a bag contains 6 red balls and 4 blue balls. If 3 balls are drawn at random without replacement, see, without replacement, what is the probability that at least one of them is red? So use the complement rule. If you know about the rule, firstly I will change the color. If you know the complement rule, probability of at least one rule, so it is 1 minus probability of no red balls, no red balls drawn. No red balls drawn, right? So the total balls, if you see, 6 plus 4. Guys, this above one is a formula. Now we are solving. 6 plus 4 is equals to 10. This is the total outcome. So the probability of drawing only blue balls. So probability of no red ball is equal, if you know above there are 4 blue balls, right? So it is 4 out of 10, which is a total outcome, multiply by 3, because 4 reduced to 3 at 10 reduced to 9, right? And if you reduce it again, so 3 reduced to 2 and 9 reduced to 8. If you multiply all of them, you will get 24 out of 720, right? And if you don't know why it reduced 3 times, so if you see in the question, they are asking if 3 balls are drawn, right? That's why in the calculation it reduced 3 times, right? That's why it reduced 3 times here. So after cutting 24 out of 720, so it becomes 1 out of 30. So let me write it again below. So it becomes 1 out of 30. This is the probability of no red, right? So now we will calculate the probability of at least one red. So it is 1 minus p. So p is 1 out of 30, which is minus 1 out of 30. If you know, we use the above formula that I wrote it on the above, 1 out of 30. After taking the LCM, the answer would be 29 out of 30. Now we will see in the options that which one is correct. So option A is correct, right? So this is the intermediate, these are the intermediate level questions. In the next video I will teach you advanced level questions, because those questions are little bit tricky, but for today these questions are enough. Okay, bye. If you like this video, please share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Bye, stay tuned.